How's it going, everyone? This is Josh from Football Talk with JB, and I'm joined by. Can you hear me, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Coach Cantrell Tyson, offensive coordinator at Bullock County High School.
Yes, sir. And he just recently got the job, so
Yes, sir.
he's new to Bullock County, but I think the offense is about to be wide open now. But
Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting, pretty fun to watch.
Yes, sir. And can you tell me a little bit about your offensive philosophy?
I love to throw the football. I think that's been well documented from tweets I've made and places that I've been at. But we're gonna try to be a little bit more balanced at Bullock County. I think we have the personnel to run the football a little bit more at Bullock County. We have a young quarterback, so we'll kind of shelter it there for a little bit. But then as he grows, we'll open it up a lot more. But it's gonna be exciting and fun to watch. I can tell you.
Oh yes, sir. I'm just trying to adjust the phone to where it's closer to the mic, but yes, sir. I definitely know. I've heard your offensive philosophy, pistols firing, I believe it's called.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love that. And can you tell me a little bit about some of your players, like skill position guys and the offensive line?
Oh yeah, I think we're going to be pretty massive up front on the offensive line. I think those guys are going to be well coached. They're going to be really, really, really good. I'm excited to watch them. One player that stands out to me is one of our kids, Kari Woodgett. He's a kid offered from like Tuskegee, Alabama State and such. He's a kid that I've been really keeping my eye on since I've been there the last couple weeks or so. I feel really excited about what he's going to bring to us. Him and a kid named Jamarcus Parker, who's a slot receiver and running back or whatnot. So we've definitely got some skill guys, but our offensive line I think is going to be really, really good.
Oh yeah, and that's the key right there is that offensive line.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I know as your quarterback gets more experience, you might go to throwing the ball a little bit, like more and more as it progresses.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar to how Montgomery Catholic did with Caleb McCreary. Well, they actually kind of started throwing the ball a good bit right off the bat, but
yeah, they got a lot of weapons too over at Montgomery Catholic.
Oh, they do, and like it's like I told Coach Johnson, I was like, you guys don't rebuild, you reload, and
That's exactly it.
and that's the goal to get Bullock County to that level too.
That's right. They at Catholic, they really are the standard. I really love what Coach Johnson and his staff in the program does over there. And those are the type of programs you look at in the state. We want to get to that level that they're on. But, obviously there's a process that comes with it. And I really, really love Coach Vines, our head coach here at Bullock County. His vision and the process that we're taking to get to where Bullock County is right there on the map too in football.
Oh yes, sir, absolutely, and I'm definitely rooting for y'all to get there because
yes, sir.
I love to see more local teams succeeding. That's just like when it gets playoff time. Like not on obviously I want my real town Rebels to win it all, but
Yes,
I'm rooting for all the local teams.
Yes, sir.
So, can you kind of tell me what kind of the events that led up to you eventually getting this role as the offensive coordinator at Bullock County?
Well, I left Pensacola High School in November, and I interviewed for a couple of head jobs, but I didn't really entertain the thought of coaching anywhere else or doing anything else. And Coach Vance had actually reached out to me before, and I had interviewed everything with him, and I actually was offered a job before, and the first time I didn't take it. And then I was like, I went back and reevaluated some things, and I was like, what, I'm going to give it another shot. And that's where we ended up getting the position.
Yes, sir. And I need to pull up the schedule. I'm not as familiar with the schedule, but I know you guys are playing Lynette and Park Crossing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To start off the year, yes, sir.
And then I know about the region. Obviously Hanley and St. James and Tallahassee and Booker T. That's a tough region.
Oh
Really?
yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna test us early too, because those are three of the four first region games we have. So we'll get our oil check early on in the season. St. James is coming off of a great year, and I think the year before they would play for the state title, if I'm not mistaken. So they're coming up. Talissee's got a new coach, and Coach O'Neill, but he's won quite a few games last year at Booker T. Washington. So they'll be very well coached. And they've got some players that have come in that are going to be really good for them. And then Hanley has been one of the consistent playoff powers over the last few years. So we'll be tested very early in those first 5 games.
Oh, absolutely. But like that's the way to get better, is to be tested. Like
That's right.
You can't get better play. Well, I'm not going to name anybody because I'm not giving anybody any bulletin board material on this channel. But you can't get better playing certain. Maybe some mediocre school in Wyoming, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
But you want to play the best of the best, and you guys are definitely testing yourselves, because Lynette, I know they got a new coach, but they've been a young team the last couple of years.
Right.
I'm very familiar with Lynette, being a Reeltown grad.
Right.
And Park Crossing, a 6A school, they won 3 games last year. That was a big improvement from the 2 years before that. So I think their coach has them heading in the right direction.
Oh yeah, they'll be very well coached. Both of those programs.
Yes, sir. Coach Blackwell at St. James. It's his first year, but I expect St. James to be very good too. They've still got a lot of talent. And
yes, sir.
Tallahassee, I really expect a big turnaround from Tallahassee this year. So, and then Coach Austin at Booker T. I trust him to be able to build it. So I mean, it's going to be fun, and you guys are going to be right there in the mix for that. For a playoff spot. I mean, y'all went. I think y'all were 4-6 last year, so, and y'all were just happened to be in a very tough region.
Right.
But you're in a tough region again. But I think y'all are going to be more prepared to compete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Especially with you as offensive coordinator now. I think Coach Vines is building a really good staff too.
Oh yeah, man! I tell you what, that's what I told a couple of other brothers. I really enjoy the staff. Even I've only met them for like a week and a half, but I really can tell that these guys, they're hungry, and they push these kids to the brinks, man. They do. They make them absolutely work hard, and then the staff itself works hard. I mean, I walked in there and the staff was lifting weights every day before the kids even started. So I'm like, golly, now I got to start lifting weights again. So, but yeah, man, it's Coach Vines is doing an incredible job at Bullock County. I shared with somebody, I really know that I'm going to enjoy being an assistant for him.
Yes, sir. And I didn't even mention Southside Selma on the schedule. Southside Selma is going to be a really good football team this year too.
Oh yeah,
they've got two two brothers that are like they just tower over everybody.
Yeah,
and one of them's committed to Alabama, so.
Right.
But I want to end with do you have so this is mostly for me, because as an aspiring football coach eventually myself, do you have any advice for any young guys trying to get into coaching?
Man, find anywhere that you could possibly just volunteer. If you can't go full time with it, and soak in every bit of information you can get. You're not going to find one coach that knows absolutely everything. But you can find multiple coaches that do, and just take something from each one of those, and just network, man. Ask questions. I know a lot of people don't like to, but ask questions. If you feel like you're annoying somebody, ask the next person. So I say network and just soak in as much information as you can.
Oh, absolutely, and that's something I've been looking into, is getting into volunteer. It's just kind of tough with my work schedule, and then I got to go back to school too and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's just, but eventually, like if I go back to overnights again, then I'll probably have more free time opened up that I could volunteer a little bit until I go back to school.
Yes, I definitely advise that.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm attempting to do. I made the mistake of leaving overnights in the first place. I shouldn't have done that. But anyways, Coach, I don't want to keep you too long. I just wanted to bring you on and talk to you. And I've enjoyed speaking to you. You seem like a great guy, genuine guy, and I wish you luck. I hope I'm rooting for Bullock County this year.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
All righty, boss.
All right, have a good one.
You too, man.
All right, guys, that was Coach Cantrell Tyson, the new offensive coordinator at Bullock County, and yeah, thank y'all for watching. Peace out, everybody.